Hi guys, welcome to another live support desk. So I had a few problems with Facebook coming on, so I'm not sure I'm streaming into the group. Definitely live, and I'm going to have the people come in. So I don't know. I've seen one share, so I don't know if it's been shared somewhere else, but it's all a bit strange. I don't know what happened today. So anyway, let's proceed, and I'm going to have people coming out because an invite link went out if you joined our live support desk, which you can find on tutorials.newzenler.com, and inside there you can join up and be part of this, so you get a reminder email each Thursday and Saturday, right guys? So let's go and just share our policies to start with on this live support desk, and then I can also check what's going on if I'm on the stream or not. What to expect during this live support session. These recordings are put onto our YouTube channel as replays. They may also be used for our social channels. You have the right to turn your camera on or off. You have the right to come on camera or not. Participants that have their camera on take priority to questions. Only after the questions asked by live participants will questions in the chat be answered. Let us begin and get you moving forwards with your Zenler site. Okay guys, so there we go. I don't know if I'm on the feed or not in our Facebook group, but I'm going to put my thing into here. So things are going very strange today. Let's get that going. And I can see Dan's in, that's good. So he's got the mail, you come into the correct area. That's good. I can't see myself on the Facebook group, but we shall proceed and move on forwards. Okay, so good to see you, Dan. I will let you put your camera on and I can unmute you if you've got a question, and then I can start the show. So you should be able to put your camera on and then I can unmute you. Hi, Dan. So I'm going to unmute you. Hi,
Okay.
Dan.
Hi. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you. All good.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I've had quite an adventure the last 48 hours with domain matters.
Oh, yeah.
Shocking. Yeah, I don't know what's going wrong. I followed, I think, the directions to the letter a couple of times to create a new CNAME record and get the site to point to the right place. And it disappears. By the end of the day, the CNAME record disappears. Something appears in the A list. Um, Something's really strange. If I'm doing something really dumb here, I should find out quick. But boy, I sure
You-
am following the instructions, and I don't know what's going wrong.
Right. So you mean the CNAME record's been deleted out of your account?
Yeah, it's there when I create it. I go to the CNAME record. This is Network Solutions. I do add a record.
Mm.
I choose the right type of record, which is CNAME. I do www, et cetera, et cetera. Network Solutions charges you to do the redirect from the address that doesn't have the www. And it's only a couple of bucks, no big deal. Um, but that then appears in the A list and the
This
www
Dan,
record.
I'm not going to be able to help you. You're going to have to go straight
Yeah,
to the host and tell them what you're doing, and they're going to have to solve it for you
yeah,
because
I
there's
I would,
nothing I can do my end. I mean,
yeah,
you see our documentation. We show you live. I mean, showed you live the
yeah,
other day with
yeah,
Hostinger, and you can see in our support docs. So we've got 123 Reg, we've got GoDaddy.
yeah,
There's thousands of registrars, right? They all work in slightly different ways. Some charge you more, some charge you less, some make
yeah,
it easy, some make it difficult. and it
Yeah.
looks like you've got a difficult one that's charging, but like, you might say $1 or $2 is not much, but it's still a little bit of a liberty, for something that you control as
Yeah,
owning
I
that
know.
all
Well,
those
and
registries.
$22 for a basic mailbox so I can create an admin address. But no, no, this is not for lack of any good instruction. In fact, I took screenshots along the way and went to ChatGPT and said, is this correct? Am I doing the thing right? And it's like, yeah, 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 you put this here, you put that there. So I'm going to put in a ticket to Network Solutions and but
Yeah,
uh,
you'll have to go to. It'd be interesting to see what they're saying because it's not a host that we've done any training for, so it might be
yeah,
an interesting to see what they
yeah.
come back with.
I only bring it up in case someone else has ever had this problem. And I will say that my first round going through this, I stupidly put my address as Zenler, not New Zenler. In other words, I created a CNAME record with the wrong thing. And then I thought, well, okay, I'll delete that and I'll do it again. But maybe I set off some kind of horrible chain of events that, but yeah, I'm going to put through a help ticket. I just thought I'd bring it up to see if you'd heard anything like this before with, you know,
No, no. I
magical
mean,
dis. Yeah. Okay.
it's normally quite straightforward,
Yeah, I've done it in the past. I did it, Jesus, I did it already 15 years ago to connect a WordPress press blog to an URL and I never had any problems at all with this. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, with the same provider.
I don't know. It might have been whoever was the preferred host for WordPress, which I think might have been Bluehost. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay, yeah, yeah. They're
Uh,
pretty straightforward as well, Bluehost.
well, I was on
Yeah.
domain.com and then they got bought up and they switched me to Network Solutions. I had no choice. And yeah, they charge $2 a month for a redirect. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's they're taking advantage, but whatever.
Yeah, you
God
you know
bless
you can
America,
you can unlock your domain and transfer it to another company, that. So,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
that sometimes that's a better option. If you think they're messing you around, you're being charged extra, you can turn around and say, look, I'll just unlock and move to someone else if you're not going to help me with this, and I'm putting the record in and your system's deleting it out. That's not very professional, you know.
Yeah.
So you want to chase them, give them some stick, Dan.
Well, if I have any trouble whatsoever today with this, I think I will do that. And you have a couple of hosts there with specific instructions, and I may just pull another one. And trouble is, Network Solutions has one of my other URLs, so I can't quite get rid of them. But you're right, I can move this stuff anytime I want. So
Hmm.
okay. Other than that, um, I did have a I did have some fun with creating a live class connected to my course, but also one independently, just on its own. And I opened it up, and lo and behold, I was thrilled to see. Of course, you're right. It has full functionality, and I'm going to be able to get rid of my paid account on Zoom and save
Well,
$18
that's
a
good.
month.
That's
Yeah.
that's a bit more than a couple of bucks. So
Oh, it's a lot of money. Yeah, it's like $200 a year, so 220. So
yeah,
yeah,
so it could be a good saving for you going forward, couldn't it?
yeah. Well,
Get like I say, give it a try. You try it all out. You see, there's some things like the calendar and some of the apps and things that you can't put in that you can put in with your own, but that
yeah.
is absolutely fine for the majority of people.
I love the countdown clock, and I love the fact that although I can leave it with a registration function, I guess if I'm not wrong, I can just take the direct link and give that directly to my volunteer group and say,
Well, it's what we do here.
yeah,
What you're coming
mhm,
in on is the direct invite link.
mhm,
So you don't have to put your name and email, you just drop straight in. So if you're putting that into, sending out, you've got like we have, like a funnel system, it's just going to go out to you and you're just going to get it and drop straight in. It's what we do here because it
yeah,
makes it frictionless. And I suppose you've got a membership of people that are paying, then you want that kind of ease of use of coming in. Of course, inside a course, you can click join, You know, you can
Yeah.
do that. That's just as simple as well.
Well,
But this could
yeah.
be more better for you, I think.
Well, the friction came up um, in the situation I have where I do some volunteer ESL work, and I have for years with this organization. I have a little 1 hour conversation group a week, and I wanted to make sure that I'm using them as my test case for the course. And what was really great is a lot of them are high beginners, and pushing them through a registration step, just you're going to lose a third of them. And if I can just give them the direct link on our WhatsApp group and they come in, it's perfect. Um, of course, the paid people I need them in the system, right? I need them to come in and,
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it's good now because only what maybe a week and a half ago we added the direct link to not just the one-to-ones. We've added it to all of them now, so
right.
you've got the flexibility of using interactive and the live classes as well.
Yeah.
So that's a plus. It's well needed. I
Hmm.
think because I've said about that all the time. I just say to Rakesh, the CEO, I just say I just use one-to-ones. He's like, why didn't you use the others? I was going because it's got that, and then slowly I just put it into the others. So I was super happy because I got flexibility of using all the rest now.
Yeah, I've been very happy. I have to say, once I got on this thing and started really building something, I realized that, you know, it's got such great features, and still a little bit of a climb. I'm still a little intimidated by all the gears and wires and switches, but
Yeah,
one
but
by one,
you grow
yeah.
with it, Dan.
Mhm.
It's like small steps, and then you suddenly look back at it a few months' time and go, "Whoa, I've connected a ton of things together."
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Can't say enough. And the support you guys provide is outstanding. So no
Oh,
complaints.
superb. Yeah, good to see you, Dan. I think Bryn's got a question. I've got Bryn here now. So, are you all right? Are you okay? Are you going to come back to me with another question later, or?
Oh, me? Oh, no, no, no. Thank you. I'm just here to learn. If anything comes up,
Oh,
I'll certainly.
fabulous, Dan. Well, I don't know what's going to come up, but we've got Bryn. She's been waiting patiently. Hi, Bryn. Good to see you.
Hi, put my hand down. Okay, so I know I've done this in the past. Oh, that's really awesome news to hear that you have direct link for all the lives now, all the different versions.
Yeah, I think the exception, obviously, is the stream and the true webinar. Right. I don't think it's got it in the webinar. Interactive live classes, one-to-ones, all got the direct Zoom link now. Yeah, it went in
Okay,
a little while
cool.
ago. I don't even think we posted about it. It's just there.
Okay, cool. So I know I've done this in the past, but it's been such a while that I can't remember. So you're a good person to be on here. Um, I have a course that I have the landing page and it's all set up for people to register. And now I want to close it and have people who land there go to a mailing list, like sign up, like, sign up for the next time the course opens, you get on the announcement list.
All right. So, what I would do is I would go and change. So, first of all, you don't want anybody else coming into it. So, you probably want to deactivate the pricing,
Ah,
right?
okay.
Turn the pricing off so no one can buy it, no one can get in. But of
Oh,
course, there's
okay.
not much use if they can't get in and they can't do anything and you want to capture them.
Right.
So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to set a form up on the page. So let me just jump into a share because it was easier,
Yes,
isn't it?
please. Yes.
Yeah, I know. So in here, so we got some courses in here. So if I was doing it for one of these, um, I'm going to I've got some quite different stuff going on inside here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I think, just clone this one just so that I can show you that way I can actually do it.
Yeah.
Right, let me just clone that course. So let's call this green. Okay, in here. Yeah, this is your course. Right, okay, let's click update. So in your pricing, this will
Yeah.
have reset the pricing. So you're basically going to take out your pricing, yeah, in
Okay, just
there.
take it out. Okay.
Yeah, just take it out because you can always, it just takes 2 seconds to add it back in, doesn't it?
Yep.
And then on the next one, you might even be putting it up. So then what we're going to do, so what's going to happen now, I'm just going to show you the pages that we've got for this. So we've got this course, we got this is the normal sales. There's no pricing block in here, so I'd probably remove it from here.
Yeah.
So let's also look at the checkout page. So I'm going to go to the pages because I just want you to see what's happening with this. So we got the sales page, which is the first part of the funnel. Then we got the checkout page and then the thank you page. Then, of course, the course access page to gain access. So
Hmm.
this page here, we would make sure that it hasn't got things that are talking about this and this.
Yeah.
And we would put a form into this page to capture them as leads for when you next run the course.
Okay, so where I have the enroll now button, I don't change that button to go explain. Do I remove that button or does that button then link to the form?
No, we're just going to drop the form straight in the page. So if I went to the
Oh,
buy now page, you're going to see there's nothing in there. So no one could buy it anyway. So it's almost, we want to disconnect the sales page from
right.
the page, yeah? Because if
Yes,
someone
yes. I
ends up
want it
here,
to not go to that checkout. I
yeah,
want it to go to sign up.
yeah, absolutely. So first part of the funnel, the entry into the funnel, the main page that you promote. So that's going to be the page you promote. You're going to edit that page, and I'm
Mhm.
just going to do it now. And so there we go. So you'll put something like close for enrollment, setting up again on the do 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 do. I'll probably you might want to leave the curriculum in there, but I tend to move it out if I'm doing these kind of pre-launch pages, which is exactly what it is. I'll remove the course page. Now remember, like guys, you can put
I
this
have a
stuff back.
long landing page with all kinds of information about the course that
You
I've,
might want to leave that in, some of that in there, right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just talking about the things that link through to the checkout page.
yeah.
Get rid of those. If you've got a button and it's in the text that you've written, then remove that text from there. Remove that button from there. So we don't
So
want any
do remove
places.
that button.
Yeah, we don't want any places to go through. Yeah. And
Yep,
remember, like you're using the Pro plan, so you could save those blocks and re-put them back in later.
yeah.
All we want is a neutral page like this, and you want to be saying, sign up for notification when we relaunch our plan or whatever. And then all you've got to do, Bryn, is just create a nice little form block. So we're going to do this, so you can watch this on the replay if I'm going too quick. So once you've got rid of that stuff, you're going to go to empty block, put something in, and then you're going to drop your form in there. So I'm going to put a row in there, go element, go to form, and then just drop a form block in there. And in
Oh,
that block, and this is the important bit, I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to put this in this color. So you're probably going to put pre-enroll. Let's do it. Let's do it properly. Yep, I'm going to move that there. Obviously make it a lot prettier than that. So the important bit is the button.
yeah.
So inside that button on the settings, we're going to go across to the settings and we're going to go register your interest. And then we're going to, you can do two things here. Now, I prefer tagging rather than email list. At this point, you can add them to the email list. Yeah, so if you created your email list, you can select the email list you want those people that fill this form out to go
Yeah.
into. I don't use that. Okay, but I
Oh,
use tagging. So in here I go pre-enroll, and then I'll go um, healthy food D, and
mhm.
then I might put October or something, so I know when I set that up. So I tag them coming in there, and now they're tagged. I can then,
Mhm.
when I want to relaunch, I can send an email to those people with that filter for the tag and send it. But if you want to use email lists, again, you could just send it to a list, Bryn. So it's really your choice on doing that. And that's all you've got to do, really. If you want to, you can set up a thank you page and have a post submit action. So it goes to a thank you page. We will tell you about when we launch next. So to set that up, you're just going to create a page. You're going to leave this area, your course area.
Mhm.
You're going to go to site pages and you're going to build a thank you page and you can send them to there. So I think I've got, there might be a thank you page in here. Oh, there's not. Right. Okay. But you can just set up a thank you page and then all you do is you grab the URL for the thank you page and in the button on post submit action, you would then paste that link there. So what will happen now with that form is that they'll fill it out. They'll be tagged with pre-enrollment October, and then after it will send them to the thank you page that I set up with the post submit action, and that's it. It's as simple as that. So there's now no connection between this sales
Yeah.
page and your checkout page, and you've turned off your pricing so no one can accidentally buy it if they turn up on that page.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to
Okay.
go really bananas, Bryn, you could actually
Yeah.
delete the checkout page out. You could delete out the checkout block completely and put no course here or something if you wanted to, you know. But I don't think you need to. I think you could just
No.
leave it and,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. Okay. So great. So that's that. And then that's great to know. I don't need to set up a whole marketing thing for the email for that to capture them, just a form. That's super.
Yeah, just a
So
form. Keep
the
it simple,
follow-up question is and I haven't set this up yet because I don't know why, but I need to, which is my um, warming them up email sequence once they've signed into my um, site or signed up for a freebie. Um, and that would be what I would do for that. So say I have different freebies for women. I'm targeting women because I have different audiences. And say I want to send them all into um, a warm up email, just get to know me, what I'm about, my story, blah, blah. I would set up a, um, a funnel that all of those could lead into where I can have, my sequence.
No, I mean, personally, what I would do, because you've got people, there's different purposes for each of the marketing funnels that you've got set up, yeah? So you're kind of as part of that when you build any sort of lead magnet, you should be building email sequences specifically for that funnel. So if for instance I'm talking about healthy foods and all of these things, and I've got a course on my site on healthy foods, but I've got a lead magnet giving them like a menu or and or some just some freebies, but that is very specific because I've set that lead magnet up to go to that course, right? It's not generalized, it's focused, because this way you're going to be able to market that to a focused set of group, not a general. This is a big mistake people make. They try to generalize everything, but if you can be specific, you can be very, it's like you when you are looking at your audience. So who is your audience? You're very specific with that audience. You're not trying to be general. You're trying to be as narrow as you can, because that way, especially if you're doing paid ads, you're not going to get extraneous people coming in that are not interested in what you're doing. You're very focused with what you're doing, and the same thing applies to any kind of lead magnet. You should be doing sequences that are working for that. Now, if you're talking about telling people about you, what you do, and the general things that you do, which is a really good idea, what I would suggest is that you bring out a kind of newsletter or something like that. And that way you can target everybody at the same time, because trying to take people that are in different lead magnets, um, and then export them all out and then export them into another funnel is not a good way of doing it. You want to, if
Oh,
you want to reach different people, more people, all the people in your site, then you want to be using email broadcast to do that.
but here's the thing. I want to have people who are new to me, that are coming through, like, so I have different, um, some of the lead magnets lead to the same courses, or they might, they're targeting a similar thing. So, and I don't want to be blasting people who've been on my list a long time with the same, hey, get to know me. I want the people as they join to get the sequence of, this is, the get to know me sequence.
Well, one thing with email broadcasts, you can set filtering up so you can send it to exactly who you want to.
Oh, but I'd also love for it to be automated. So I don't
Then
have to.
then in that case, if you want to set up a funnel automating, then you need to look at all of the funnels you've done, and you need to add them to a new funnel. So let me show you.
Yeah.
Again, this is good for you guys as well if you're interested in this sort of stuff, because it's quite cool. All right, so in marketing funnels, if I go to one of the marketing funnels in this site and we go to, let's go to this one. I don't even know what it is. Right. Okay. So if we go into edit step, you're going to notice, and you'll need to do this with every one of your funnels. So you're going to set up a generic funnel that you're just going to use for automations, Bryn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what you're going to do. So that's the first step. Then you're going to go into each of your funnels, and on this submit button, you're going to click the little gear icon, and you're going to go across to settings, and in here you're going to add them to the generic funnel.
Great.
This is all the fun
Great.
marketing funnels I've got on this system. You'll notice one's called email automation template.
I
That's
was
the
just
one that I
noticing that.
use. Hmm?
I was
Pardon?
going to ask you about that.
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
just
that.
what I named it, right? It's not an active lead magnet. It's kind of like if I want to send people in. This one here is the important one. This is called a trigger funnel. So a trigger funnel doesn't have any page steps. It's purely for sending out an automated email sequence. And this is what you're requiring, Bryn. So you
That's
need to
what I
go
want, a
into
trigger funnel. And they don't see any of the pages, right?
exactly. It just all it does is fire. I'll show you the funnel in a second, but it's not going to go. It's going to add them to this. So it's not going to add them and send them somewhere. It's just going to add them to the funnel. So the
Great.
only correspondence they're going to get is through email. Yeah. So
Great.
that's why we've put it in there for your exact purpose. So you can set up a generic trigger funnel sequence to introduce yourself, talk about what you do. You can add to it, and you can add that in each of your funnels. But be
Okay.
very careful, because you're going to have stuff going out from what the person signed up for,
Mm-hmm.
and then they might receive a load more emails and go, "What?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I getting these emails when I signed up for this freebie?" And so be
Mm-hmm.
careful how you do it. I would, if you're going to take that route, think about your planning, think about what's happening when
How
someone
many
signs up.
days out? Yeah.
Yeah, days out, but not only that, about what's happening in the mail. So if they've gone into this and this funnel step and they're asking about that, make sure that's fully answered, and remember how long it took you. So you might have set 3 emails up, and then keep it consistent with the other lead magnets,
Mm-hmm.
because then when you set your trigger funnel up, you can set it for the 4th day, and then
Mm-hmm.
they're not getting blasted with duplicate copies of emails, right? So you'll have to plan it a little bit and stick to that plan, because that's what you've done. So if I
Mm-hmm.
go into, so this is one they signed up for, of course I add them to that trigger funnel. So not only do they get the automations in this lead magnet, but they'll also get any automations in the trigger funnel. So
Right.
let's have a look at my trigger funnel just to show you. And if I can find it. um, there it is there. So I've got something in there, but there doesn't need to be anything in those funnel
Yeah,
steps. Right, you're not
which
using
is
it for that.
great. It's fantastic.
So you're purely using it for the sequence that you've got. So I've set up one trigger mail to go out there for that one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you do it though, Bryn.
Okay, that's perfect. Then what is your email automation template?
Well, that's just a template that I've set up that it's not doesn't do anything. It's just I style my automations, right? I style them. I have the logo at the top. I have any graphics. I have the font size set. So I often will set up a new marketing funnel and then I'll go into that template. I'll grab the
Uh-huh.
code and I'll paste it in. So I haven't got to do that work again to style it and make it look nice.
Oh, I don't have to cut and paste everything
Yeah,
and
that's
do
that's
it
what you
all
do. You
over.
just you
Ah,
just cut and paste. So look, I'll show you quickly. So if I'm in this one, for instance, I've got this one. I don't even know if I've styled it right, but look, I've put something in here. So all I do is I go into here, I select all, control, hold the control key, press A, control key, press C. Okay,
yeah.
so I've copied it. I'm going to go into a new marketing funnel that I've created, say this one here, and go into the automations. And now when I create my next step, which is going to be,
Ah,
let me just show you. So if I create a new action, send mail here, I can come down here, select all, delete it
ah.
out, control V to paste it in, and voila, I've got my
Oh,
beautiful
that's
step there.
fantastic.
Yeah,
And
so
you
if you
do the
put things,
same thing in broadcasts, right?
yeah, you can. You can.
Okay.
You can
All
copy
right.
that, but also you
Fantastic.
set up. Now we do that as well. We've got an email template. It's much more involved than this, but there's boxes, blocks, and we can just paste it in there or clone it, and then we just swap it out, and it just saves a lot of time, keeps things consistent. And if you've got
Yeah.
things like a little signature in here and things
Yeah.
like that, it's really good to have it in one, and you don't accidentally use the wrong size logo and these sort of things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, can you tell me what was the size of the logo ideally?
Oh no,
Oh, okay.
that's just the
What is
size.
the
No.
size of an email header? Like, image.
Right. Well, it can be like it's adaptive anyway, so it's responsive to behavior. But the max width that we've got for Zenler emails is about 760 to 790 width. Don't exceed that. You don't need to put something in there that's like 2000 pixels
Yeah.
wide or something. Yeah, because
Okay.
it's just a
Yeah.
waste because it just comes in at 790, so you're losing a lot of you're adding weight to your email, which makes it
Yeah.
more undeliverable.
Okay, good. Thank you.
That's good. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
Right,
you
who
too.
had their hand up first? I'm not sure.
I think
I think
Hazel, maybe.
I think it was Hazel. I think it was. Yeah, and then it was Inga next, I think, and then Abby. Hi, Hazel. Good to see you.
Hi, David. How are you?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Good. Haven't seen you for a long time.
No, it's been ages.
I know. It was Mummy that exhausted me after all that marketing workshop we did together.
He just dropped off the radar.
Right, my question is, and I know you've told us this before, but I've had a look and I can't find the link to the information. You know, when you did a thing where somebody enrolls into a course and then you want to give them individual stuff in addition. So you might have 10 people join a course and they all get the same bundle of information, but then individuals within that then get their own personal thing. Do you remember how we did that?
No.
I think it was when you were doing you're doing different types of memberships.
Oh,
I'm,
right.
I'm sure it was when you were doing that. And
Okay.
it was for people, I guess, like me, really, that have clients for whom some resources are common, and so they receive all those things together. But then for individual clients, like for my dog owners, they their own dog might have different struggles to somebody else. So there are some resources that are common and then some that they'll get individual access to. And I remember you doing a thing where you showed how to set that up, but I can't remember how you did it. And neither can you by the looks of it.
No, there's so many things. I mean, I sort of like if it's a membership site, I say about like VIP members and those sort of things that get stuff specifically off. But I know what you're saying. You're saying you've got a client and you're giving them sets of things to do specifically for their dog.
Mm,
Um, I think I think the only way to do it would be to actually just send them an email with those things.
yeah, that would probably be the simplest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and just set up a nice email broadcast and keep that, and then you can just put their name in there and just and send it out that way.
Yeah, maybe,
But
maybe that's the
yeah,
simplest thing.
because
Yeah.
you don't really want to get in the route of putting like setting up a select page for each of those people. It's going to get huge really, really quickly. And
Mm.
you can still put all the resources on in
Yeah, because
Zenler.
that's what I used to do. I used to have a separate course for every individual, but then like it just gets massive. And so I just can't do that. It's ridiculous. So I thought there must be a way of doing this, seriously. But yeah, that would be the simplest, wouldn't it? Or to just email them the resources.
Yeah, I think email, or if you can start using, because I mean we got we also got the communities now. I don't know if you started using it, but inside the communities you've got a lovely feature of live chat, and that
Yeah,
can be good. So if you've got people turning up at set times, you can set up little live chat, little almost little WhatsApp meetings with them,
yeah,
and you could then send them the stuff through there or give them links inside there. So that could
yeah.
also be that'll get them using the community more, maybe.
So, what's the best way then now to send? Because a lot of my content was video content, how to do this, how to do that, how to do the other. And so, since the sharing of videos changed and the videos now have to go in a page of their own and we have to share the page, that is also becoming quite unwieldy. So, what's the best way to share videos with people?
Um, hmm. Right, yeah. Because we got that setting inside there, you could, I mean, you could use something like YouTube and have it as an unlisted video. That might be
Yeah,
quite
I
good.
might have to. I've been avoiding YouTube for years, but I think I might have. I think I might have to in the end.
Yeah,
Uh,
YouTube's really, really good. I mean, not that um, if they're private videos and you can't
yeah,
release them, but if they're
but I can
not,
so you can list them privately on YouTube, can you?
yeah, you can do them as unlisted, and then
Unlisted,
you
right?
can mark them as private, or you could have, you could of course. You could, and that's actually how I do it. You could have a drive, like a Google Drive, and put stuff in folders, and then just give people access to those. And that way you
Uh,
could keep your client list quite clean then, because you could
yeah,
have like a big folder called clients, and then you could
yeah,
have like Inga, for instance, as
yeah.
one folder. You could give her share access to just that folder by putting her email in, and then she could go
Uh,
on there. And if you add additional videos, she'll be able to see them all. So
right,
that could be
okay.
good. You could also put upload into the drive documents for people as well.
Yeah,
So you could start to create your own content area for each of your, and it would be easier to manage because it's like 2 seconds to set a folder up and to share it.
yeah.
And then you just throw your videos straight in there, Hazel.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't think about Google Drive because again, that's not something that I use very often. So. Yeah, okay, that's good. And are there restrictions on Google Drive how much you can upload?
Yeah, I think on the free account it's something like five gigabytes, which is quite a lot.
Right.
Um, but even I mean I've got 2 terabytes on there, and it's not too much a year. It's like £80 or something.
And can they, if I put a video on there, can they download it from Google Drive?
They can, yeah.
So if there's like a limit on, say, uploads, if I ask them to the video, say the video will be there for like 30 days or something, you need to download it because then it'll disappear. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
And it'll only disappear if you delete
If I
it, of course.
delete it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's a couple of things to think about then. Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, you can just run it on, and then of course you can send your emails out through Zenler and say, look, here's your drive, this is your personal drive access. So,
Yeah,
make them feel really special. They've got their own area
yeah,
that you're going to throw, and of course, because it's on Google, you can add documents. If you wanted to, you could also then set up little surveys and things like that, and send people
yeah.
into surveys, and it captures the data in Excel sheets and things. So it's
Okay.
really good to get into. I think it'll really help you keep organized.
All right. It's just a pity that we can't still just share the video link from the media library like we used to be able to. Because that's the easiest thing is to just share the link, but it doesn't work anymore, does it? So,
No, maybe that'll
uh,
change.
yeah,
Things
maybe.
change all the time with the access of it and things like that. But
Yeah. But okay, I've got two different options there. That's fine. I can use Google Drive for both, or I can just use Google Drive for documents and then use YouTube for videos. So yeah,
yeah, are
that's
you
great.
when you're doing these videos, what are you actually doing? You're doing a video of you're telling people about it, are you? You're
No,
just
it's
telling.
well, it's sometimes it's just me explaining something. Sometimes it's me demonstrating something with the dog, or so it's a bit of a mix.
Right, because there was a third alternative of actually to use Zenler Zoom. Can you use
Oh,
the Zoom, or you do it on your phone and stuff, do
to
you?
do it live, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, these are for pre-recorded things. But yeah, I could do live, and in fact, I do live on Zoom actually.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, no, okay.
even pre-recordings, I often like, for instance, Kevin's classic with this. He'll send
Mm,
green screen footage, so he'll be like a green screen, and he'll do a series of promotion videos, and he'll say,
yeah.
David, here's the link. I go into there and I download the video file so that I can edit it. So
What from
you can,
Zoom?
yeah, using the cloud recording. So you could go and
Oh,
grab it.
oh yeah, I see what you
So
mean.
you
Yeah.
could send the client the video, is what I'm trying to get across to you.
Yeah. No. I was just trying to, image it in my head. So from the cloud recording, yeah, and I do that. If we've had like a meeting like this, and I've been recording it on Zoom, then I send them the link afterwards. So yeah, I could record stuff through Zoom, I suppose, and just send them the link. That's another
Yeah,
option.
another way. So
Yeah.
you got to
Okay.
see. I think I prefer personally. I like the drive. I
Yeah,
just think it's good. You can put
because
any
it's
media up
neat.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
their space. It's
Yeah.
their space, and then you can clear that data off if it gets too big.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Right, I'm going to move on
All
to
right.
Inga
Okay. Thanks, David.
Hazel.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
all right. Are you all
All right
right?
then.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I'm
okay.
good now. Yeah.
Good.
Thanks. Thank you.
Fabulous. Hi, Inga.
Hi, hi from Stockholm, Sweden.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah. So I think you talk very fast, but it's okay. I think.
I'll try and slow down for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll
Thank
talk
you.
faster. I'll talk faster with native
Yes.
speakers.
Yes. Mm.
Don't worry.
Yeah. I have been doing some master classes on some live interactive webinars. And when I was going to record it, because I wanted to share it with people that registered but didn't attend, I noticed I couldn't record it without having all the attendees on beside, so they were blocking the pages, the presentation. So how can I make how can I change so only when I share the presentation and only me is up in the corner? How do I do that? Do I have to have live class instead, or?
No. So you mean on the cloud recordings afterwards, you found they're all blocked?
No. When I have the live class.
Yeah.
No, I have the live interactive webinar. But I'm not sure it was the best choice. So when I was recording it, when I was having it, and the attendees was showing in the
I've got it. Yeah. So one thing is, if you've cloud recording it, then cloud recording will give you a copy of the speaker view, right? The gallery view, which is what we're in now. You can see other people. You can see Hazel's picture at the top there, and you can control it. So you'll notice when I started this session off, I don't know, you came right in the beginning, but I locked everybody out so I could do my presentation. So really, this is all about taking control. This is nothing to do with Zenler, by the way. This is Zoom. You're now talking about Zoom. So this is what Zoom do. So you can force people to turn everything off, and there's settings inside of Zoom that allow you to do this. And I'm going to send you to a course that I did that tells you all about Zoom. Okay.
But I read about it, and I noticed I could ask the attendees to hide self-view, but it was only them that didn't see them. I saw them anyway, and the recording saw them. So.
Right. Well, no, you're recording, you'll have about 8 different files. They contain different parts of it. I know. I'll cloud record this, and I'll have one of the videos will just be me on screen while I'm talking at the moment. If I was to share my screen, another one of the videos would just show my share, and then another one of the videos would show speaker mode. You get a set of different files when you download them from the cloud recording. It gives you all. But if we're talking about what we're doing now, and if I was to share and having faces come up, so I'll share, and then I'll just show you.
But okay, can I ask you, because I made the recording on my computer, so I shouldn't have done that.
You can locally record, but I don't know if I think it did. I mean, I locally recorded years ago, and I think it gave me the files, but I always turn cloud recording on because it gives you everything. It gives you the transcript, it gives you the chat. Yeah, so I'm screen sharing at the moment. You can see that. Now I can see you in the corner. I can see Hazel's picture there. I can see me, and I can see you, but nothing's affecting my screen share, right? So it's fine for me, and it's good for other people. You can see this screen share, yeah? Everything's good.
But I also noticed that even if it looked okay when I was on the presentation and sharing it, and I had the live class, or the master class, I mean, then it wasn't the same on the recording. So I saw something when we were looking at it, and the attendees saw something else, and the recording was something else. So I didn't understand anything.
No, I don't know why you're not. Well, do it with the cloud recording inside Zenler. That way you'll have access to all of the files. But you can turn people. I'm just trying to find, because Zoom moved things around, right? They move things to the top and the bottom, and it's sometimes hard to find out where these things are now. So I'm just.
But when on the cloud recording, can I choose then what I want to download, or?
Yeah, well, you download all of them, and then you check
Okay.
the ones that you want. So it
Mm-hmm.
gives you a set. So let me just show you. I just want to then answer the question of how to control it in a live situation, how I can turn your camera off and Hazel's camera off if I want no distractions, right? So it's distraction free. But if I show you, I'm going to screen share in a second. I just want to have a look at my videos. I'm trying to find some videos from. That's good. Yeah. So here we go. So let me just share this. So hopefully you can see that. So these are videos that were downloaded. These are the videos that were downloaded from the cloud recording.
Okay.
So you've got you've got this gallery. Look, if I open this up here, that actually says gallery there. And there'll be different things. So this gallery will give you a gallery view. So if I opened it up and I start this, it's going to give me this view. But I've also got one without, if I'm screen sharing, I've got one without me in the corner as well. So that's in there. So I generally I take a few of the videos and I edit them together to give me the result I want. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it does get like here, look, this is really good. It gives you the chat, gives you the transcript. So, and these are gold dust. Like for the transcript, I can send that through AI to create content for me. You know, I can ask it to do 10 social media posts based on that. Then I could, if I wanted to, I could then take that cloud recording, edit it, put it into a marketing funnel, and then create a load of content from that transcript to use to push people into it. So, or create a whole blog post.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll show you. So having that transcript on all those files that cloud recording does on Zenler is really good. And also it's not on your computer, so it's not taking a lot of space up. You can download the files, edit them together if you want to, and then delete them and just keep the final version.
Yeah.
So they'll be held on the Zenler system. So if I show you a blog post that was created from a transcript, I think you'll be a little bit shocked. And this was from a day with Zenler that I run. And this was straight from the transcript because I went in and checked. But this one here is a blog post created from the transcript of that live, going through everything that we taught in that day with Zenler. Look at all that content that it's given me. It's taken all of that content out. And I've got links there to the next thing that's going on if I'm talking about it. So really, really powerful that having those extra files that you might not get if you're just locally recording, Inga.
Yeah, I didn't know about it even. So, yes,
Good.
really interesting. Yeah. And can I ask you finally question the easiest way for me to, because I want to share a link to the videos after the masterclass to those who didn't attend, but only for a short time. So I think I have to have it somewhere and then just the link in a mail to them.
Yeah, so if you're setting up your live event, you'll have a replay page.
Yeah,
And
so that is the best.
Yeah, that's the best place.
Yeah.
What you can do, right? A little hack for you. You can, if you want it to be available for a certain amount of time,
Yes.
right, but you don't want to administer that, right? You don't want to go in and delete the video out or remove the video. You just don't want it there after that certain amount of time. Got a nice little hack for you that I think you'll like. So on the replay page, let me just go into one of the lives I've got here so I can kind of show you. Go into the pages. Here we go. Right, let me share. Here we go. Right, so here's the replay. This is the link that you would send out. Here's the replay link, Inga. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can go into, not, we always have content, but privately, if I'm doing this for like 3 days after the event, what you can do is you can have the replay. So you put your replay in there. Say this is only available for 3 days. And then what you can do is you can create another little row underneath. Yeah. You can go add element and you can go countdown timer. And in here, right, I think you're getting what I'm saying. You can go in here to the settings and you can go date. And we're going to say that it's now 2nd. I'm going to say that on the 5th at maybe 11 o'clock, right? That or 11:59, that's not going to be available. So I'm going to say expiry action, redirect to a URL. And then you can create a page and say this content is not available. And you can keep sending them to those pages, right? So now what will happen is people, if they come in after this time, they'll straight away be redirected to a page that says content not available, was only available for 3 days.
And that is only a page I create.
Yeah, you can create a page. So go to your main pages now. So what you do, set that up. You go to your main pages, create a page that says content's not available.
Only that, yeah.
Click, copy that link. Then inside, where are we? Inside here, you go redirect URL, paste it in there. Okay.
Yeah.
So you put it in there, and then it will go to that link.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice little hack for you.
Yeah. Really good.
And you can make it a little bit more exclusive because you've got a little countdown timer. If you want to hide the countdown timer, go to the style and just match these to the background color. So if I go like this to the background color, now you're not even going to see anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much.
That's all right. That's a nice one. I like that one. I like that one. I like these little challengey ones, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'd say to you, a really good thing to do, I'm going to put it into the chat, is to take, have a look, right? Because there might be some golden nuggets of info for you on this Zooming Past Your Competition course.
Thank you.
It's not massive, but I cover a lot of little things about using Zoom, and I think it'll help.
Yeah. Zoom has changed so much, so.
I know they moved things at the bottom now, and used to be able to spotlight easier. And there was somewhere inside Zoom, there was the ability to be able to stop video. I'm just trying to find it now. Show.
But spotlight isn't anymore, is it?
Spotlight for everyone. I've got that. That spotlight for everyone. So I've spotlighted Hazel. Right, I can remove the spot, so I think I can spotlight for everyone. There, I've made myself, so I spotlighted myself there.
Because I couldn't find spotlight.
Yeah, you need to hover over over. You can't do it in here because this is my show, right?
Yeah.
So, but when you're running your own, what you'll do is you'll hover over the person. So hover over yourself, Inga. Right hand click, and then go down to spotlight for every. Let me do a screen grab. I can show you them. I can show you live. Let me just hold on. Let me delay it. Right, hold on. There. Okay, good. Right, I can show you this now. All right. Right, let me screen share. There. Do you see? I hovered over you, and this is what I get. Spotlight for everyone. And that way you're just going to be the center of the attention then. And of course, if you put it over someone else, if I put it over Abby, I could do the same for her, and then she would be big on the screen.
And you can do it for yourself?
Yes, absolutely. That's what I did just now. I just did spotlight myself, and there you go. And then you can just remove it. There's a little remove spotlight in the corner, and I can click that and I go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much news. Thank you very much.
Play around with your users as well. When you get your users on, so I'm going to try something, you know, they'll be up for it. Have fun when you're doing your lives. If you want to try something with your audience, they'll be more than happy, you know.
Yeah. Thank
Good.
you.
Nice to speak to you, Inga.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Was I okay? Was I slow enough?
Yes, you were slow enough. Really. Thank you.
Fabulous. Brilliant. So I don't think Abby's got a question. Have you got a question, Abby? You have. Let me just, no? Oh, let me just unmute you. Hi, Abby.
Hi, David. Can you hear
Good to
me?
see you. Yeah, I can. Good to see you.
Great. Same here. Good. Thank you. So I have about 3 or 4 different questions. I did send an email to the help desk, but they were not really able to help with it. Number one, I have a membership, and when I log into New Zenler as the admin, you can see like the amount or the payments that have been made in that month straight away. So if I'm in a public place, for example, everyone would be able to see it. Is there a way for Zenler to hide that information or to give me that option to hide how much I'm earning on the platform?
While you're in public.
Yeah, or I could just be anywhere and I log on. You know, the moment you log on as an admin, you go into the page. It just like you go into like the main page. It shows the amount, and I really don't
Oh, I
want that to
see.
be
So you,
public information.
oh, right. So you just want to kind of like, so you're redirected to another page inside the platform, yeah? Is that what you want?
If possible, yes, please. Rather than the first page being, um, what like it shows the money that you've made that month, because I really
Right.
don't want that to.
I
Yeah.
don't think so by default, but let me try something.
Mhm.
Every day's a learning day, Abby. So let's see
Mhm.
if something. So you might have to use a specific URL so that you don't end up at that front page. I've not tried this. I'm going to try it now. So let me just,
Right.
I'm just saving the bits that I've done for other people. Right, hold on. No, right. So if I go to pages, for instance, right, this will be interesting.
Yeah, I
Right.
think it's when you go onto dashboard. So you log on and then dashboard comes on straight away.
Yeah, and you're logging in. Yeah, I don't think. Ah, yeah, it works. Good. Right. Shocking. Right, I've got a solution for you.
Good.
So, let me show you what I'm doing. Right, okay. So, let's go and share my screen.
Hmm.
And first time I've done this. So, I'm at this page here. So, you're basically saying that you don't want to log in and go to this page, right?
That's right. Yes, exactly.
So what you need to do is you need to
Hmm.
find a page that you're comfortable with being in.
Hmm.
Let's call it the site pages. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go here. Let's go site pages. So what you're going to see at the top is that as we change the pages, the URL is slightly changing in the top bar. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So all you need to do is you need to bookmark one of those pages in your browser. So if I bookmark this, then that'll be my Zenler site. So if I'm out and about, this is the URL that I will
Hmm.
log into. So if I've logged in that, so I'm going to now log out.
Hmm.
So I'm a logged out user, and I'm going to, instead of signing in here, I'm going to use that bookmark. So I'm going to put that bookmark in there. Look, it says /admin #site/pages, right?
Hmm. Right.
If
Okay.
I now hit enter, it's going to take me to my login,
Hmm.
but it's still got this at the top. So what it's going to do is when I do log in, it's going to
Hmm.
take me straight to that URL. Let's hit login and
Hmm.
voila.
Ah, okay. Okay. Right.
That's it.
Okay. So,
Simple.
yeah, sorry. So how did you get the URL and how did you bookmark it? Sorry, I'm not a techie.
You know how to bookmark that. I'm not going to bookmark it in here, but I don't know what browser you're using. But if you're using Chrome, you can just click the little star here, and
Ah,
you can
okay.
just
Okay.
bookmark it.
Oh, yeah, there you
So,
go. That's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I know how to do
and to
that.
get the
Brilliant.
URL, you
Mm-hmm.
can choose whichever page you're comfortable
Mm-hmm.
with. So if you want it communities page, you want it email
Mm-hmm.
broadcast page, then you
Mm-hmm.
select that URL, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
URL. So now if I bookmark that, it will bookmark that,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously I would call it my
Yeah.
public
Mm-hmm.
Zenler login. And that
Okay.
way I can always use that one. Yeah.
Use that. Okay, brilliant. Great. Thank you. Second question. So when I have my members, sometimes they want to go back into, or they've forgotten their passwords. How do I reset their passwords for them? So people have joined my membership. It sends them the automated email with the login details, their passwords, but sometimes they forget the passwords.
Okay, well they can reset their password themselves. That's on the login screen. They've got a password reset which they can use.
Oh, okay. So is that when they go through the so when they click on the link, so what if they've misplaced the link? So they haven't even got
Let me
access to send the link.
again, let me show you. I'll show you the two ways that you've asked for here. So then I'm going to move on to Bryn because Bryn's got an answer and I'm finishing fairly soon. So here we go. So if this is a user turning up at this site and they hit sign in and they don't have their password. Oh, I've got the wrong screen on. Yeah, this is probably not the best site. What was a password reset? Okay. Yeah, I can put something like, let's put, come and log in. And where's that? Oh, there. Oh, it's just CSS, right?
Okay.
So, well, that's what they see. So they forgot their password. That's what they see. Yeah.
Okay.
Not on
Okay.
this site because this site's just it's a crazy site. It's my test
Yeah.
site, so I do
Okay.
crazy
That's
things in
fine.
there. So yeah, that's what they see. They forgot password, right? But
Okay.
if you need to reset it your end, you can come into one of your people, and let's go. This is Tracy, but it's not Tracy. You can go and edit that person, and then
Yeah.
you can go into their password and you can reset it in there.
Okay. And will they get notified, or will
No,
I
you'll need
then
to tell them. It's a
tell
manual
them?
process,
Okay.
so you'll
Okay.
need to tell them.
Okay. Great. Thanks. And one more question, please.
Oh, I sorry,
On
Abby. I'm gonna go to Bryn now because I give everybody a chance.
oh,
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back with you in a second.
okay. All right.
I'm just gonna go to Bryn quickly. Right, guys, I'm running out of time here. So, hi, Bryn.
Hi. Okay. Is it you mentioned that you can just send an email broadcast to one student?
Yeah, you can find that. I'm pretty sure you can. Let me test.
Can you show?
Hold on. I'm just
Okay.
testing something. Oh no, you can't. Okay. Well, you could if you tag them, right? So you could go and find that person. You could tag it, and then you could use the filtering to tag them. Yeah.
Ah,
So if I tag that person, I don't know
like
if
with
I
their
set.
name.
Hold on. Let me just try. Let me 2 seconds. Let me just try something. So inside here, I've got all contacts. So I would set up a filter group in here, and then I would add a filter. There's two filters and email clicked, email bounce, not in list. User tag contains no, so I can't. So I'd have to tag that user. So I would
Okay.
come into I could either have them in a list. If I go to all contacts, I could tag that user. So if I went in that user, where are you? Hold on, let me go to site. So if I was doing this one, I would check. It's a little bit, it's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we be able to pick one of the users out? So this is a
Yeah, that would
workaround.
be
So I can add a
fantastic.
tag and call
Just
it
put their name.
James
Okay.
and add that user. So it'll be tagged in here
Got it.
now.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then
Okay, thanks.
and then I can
Yep.
filter it, Bryn.
Yep, got it. And then right now you were talking about Zoom. Right now I've kept my own Zoom because I have a Zoom room and I just use that for my bookings because I have an outside booking, app. We don't have that capacity yet with Zoom on Zenler, right? To have our own Zoom room. Is that something that we're
No,
ever?
you can add your own Zoom into Zenler, into the lives area.
Okay, but I'm
you
saying
need to set up your own Zoom, and then you can pick it in the
that's something I can do within the Zenler Zoom?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You go
I can?
into yeah, you can go into what you need to do first of all is you need to go and go into integrations, and then you go down here and it says bring your own Zoom. You need to add your Zoom in there.
That's my outside that I'm paying for Zoom.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Add
no,
it
I'm
there.
saying, no, I'm saying if I were to do away with having to pay for outside Zoom,
What do you mean? Sorry, I
if
don't
I didn't,
understand.
so right now I just have a Zoom room that I use in my scheduling, so I don't have to create new scheduling for everyone. It's just super easy. Just throw in my Zoom room. If and I'm still paying for that feature, is that something that I could do away with my own account and have within Zoom, in Zenler, as opposed to my outside Zoom
Well, if
that
you've
I
got a
pay for?
feature, if I mean, you can run Zoom sessions. Yeah, we're talking about just Zoom sessions inside Zenler. So there's a lot of people that are not using their Zoom. They're just using Zenler's Zoom. Like Dan, for
Hmm.
instance, he's paying 200 something. He's now going to ditch it and just use Zenler. So
Right.
it's really
That's
up
where
to
I
you.
was.
If it's got everything you want in there, there's some things that it hasn't got, right? So it hasn't got things like you can't add your own apps that you've got on your personal account. You can't use them with Zenler because you're basically sharing a massive Zoom account. So there's certain things that you can't do. So it doesn't work for everybody, but 90% of people it works for, and they don't have to have their Zoom. So you need to find it out if it works for you.
Yeah. Okay. I'll come back to that another time when you have more time. Thank
All
you.
right, Bryn. Right, I've got Garland's been waiting quite a while, Abby. I know I'll be back with you. Hi, Garland.
Hi, David. How are you?
All good. You've been waiting very patiently.
Absolutely, no worries. I know you're running out of time, so I'll make this quick. I'm just trying to see, are there any known issues with instructors being able to start classes? I asked because I've done 4 classes now with Zenler, and the first one, our instructor is an elder, and so we were just sending her the link directly so she could log into the Zoom and all that. So she wasn't trying to run things on her own. We were kind of doing it all for her. But the other instructors that we had, when they tried to log in to Zenler and try and start things, it just never worked. And so we ended up having to send them the live class link. We're doing live classes, by the way. These are cohort classes. So we're doing live classes. So we ended up having to, I and my partner ended up having to send the instructors the Zoom link, meeting link, once we got it and were able to start the live class 15 minutes before. Started 15 minutes before, grab that link and immediately email it to them. And then they were able to come in and log in, but they were not able to get in through the Zenler platform themselves, no matter what we did. And so I'm just wondering, is there anything that maybe I missed something in setting up the classes? And is there something
Yeah, I
that you
think
have to have?
you've hit the nail on the head. It's a bit like like if I like set an event in Facebook, only run that event, right? Even because I'm an admin of the of the Facebook group, right? So if Mamik comes in and she wants to run my live event that I've got set up for today, she can't run it. It'll only let me run it, and it's pretty much the same as that. So, in answer to your question, that if your instructor went in and set the live up, they could run it. So you need to get
I
them,
see.
if
So they
that's what
have
they're
to.
doing, they need to look after their little area of it.
Okay, got it, got it. So if we want to do that for them, then we're just going to have to do what we've been doing, which is to send them that link 15, as soon as we get it 15 minutes
Yeah,
before.
because you've made them
Right.
instructors, right? You haven't made them admin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they're fully in the course, as
yeah. And
instructors
you
and
and you probably don't want to make them admin. If they're admin, they
no,
can run it.
no,
No,
yeah,
so yeah, so
that's
that's
what
what
it
they
is.
need to do.
Oh, okay. So we'd have to make them admin. No, I'm trying to make it as simple as because if we make them admin, then they can look at our pay, they get a whole bunch of stuff, right? Unless
Yeah, of
some way.
course. Yeah, it's they can't change things like integrations because
Mhm,
that's just locked off. But what you could do is you could log in as them as instructor,
mhm.
set it up, and then okay, go in and start your session.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, all right. So I could, okay, kind of fake the Zenler system out a little bit, if you will.
Yeah, just use their logins, go in there, set them up, and that way you've got and if you're globally sharing that login because you've got other instructors, then it makes it easier for you, doesn't it? They could all use the same one to run their sessions.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because it would be a lot easier if they could just go in and just start the thing themselves without
Yeah.
us having to be
You
there.
don't want to be there, do you, every time they're starting if you want to go
Not,
out and enjoy yourself, don't you?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, right, I mean, we're kind of there in the background for support tech, so, but we really don't want to be, it's about them running it. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah. So then I just have to make sure I'm logging in on another browser altogether, right? If I'm in my admin account, I just have to, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't need an you can just you can be in and then you can just open an incognito window and just go straight in. So if I was setting them up, for instance, I'd have their username and password and I just go into incognito and then I just go in and log myself in under their instructor account, set it all up, and then it's ready to go. And if
Oh,
are they running regular sessions? Is it
uh,
regular?
yeah, like yeah, this is just regular live class. It's not. Yeah, is that what you mean? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, yeah. Is it kind of a reoccurring? Are you setting it up
Yes,
as a
yes. These are
reoccurring?
these are cohort classes. They've been 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Right.
Um,
Perfect. So that you set it up once and then they can keep going in there and keep running the next event that comes up.
got it. Okay. Okay. That
Yeah.
that makes sense. All right. That makes a lot of sense. So we can do that for them. Okay, that's good. And just so I want to make sure though, if I'm logging in with their account, right? I'm logged in. Let's say on Chrome. I'm logged in as my admin, right? Account. I just need to open up an incognito window, and then I'll be able to log in on there, and it won't tell me I'm already logged in or anything like that, right?
No, because incognito is break free. It's a private area, so you can. So I often do it. Sometimes I do screen share where I show student and then
Mm-hmm.
admin side
Mm-hmm.
by side when I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing presentations.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, this is what the student sees. This is what I'm doing this end. So it's a good way of doing it. You can jump in, but yeah, no, you should have no problems there at all, Garland.
Okay, perfect, perfect. That answers the question because I've been going I was like, oh my God, I was just going nuts for like weeks, going like, oh my God,
Right, yeah.
what did I not do?
Sometimes it's the simplest solution, isn't it?
Yeah.
Log in, set it up for them. But yeah, try it. Try
Okay.
it. Let's know how you get on. Shouldn't have a
Okay.
problem.
I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Fabulous. Right, I'm back to Abby. Hi, Abby. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just going to
It's
answer your
okay.
question.
Yeah, so one more question, please. On my sales page, I can see the course curriculum under my sales page. So when I send the link to my sales page to people, they'll see the initial information, then they'll see the course curriculum before it then goes further into like who I am and my testimonials and stuff. How can I delete that course curriculum from my sales page? I've tried to, but it's not
You
giving me that
just delete
option.
it.
It's not giving me the option. I can't delete the course curriculum because these are recorded classes for my
This is in
students.
your sales page.
Yes.
You saw me do it just a minute ago for Bryn. So when I had Bryn's page up, I deleted all the content from it so that I could put a form in there. You actually saw me do it. So let me open this page up. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to put the curriculum block back in and I'll just delete it out. Super simple. So inside here, this page, this was the one I just set up for Bryn. Like if I go and grab my course curriculum block, and that's all it is. This is the block here. This is one of the
Right.
blocks. So that's what you'll see, something like that. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So you just click that blue box, delete, delete, save, done.
Oh, and it won't delete the curriculum on the curriculum page, so my students
No,
can still
no,
log in.
no. Like
Right.
you saw,
Okay.
I can drop that block back in again as well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know sometimes it's worrying because you think, well, if I delete it out, is that going to get rid of the content? But it's not.
Yeah.
Your content is in the curriculum that you've set up with your courses and lessons. That's always going to stay there, right? If you set up pricing and you delete, say, the checkout page, right, your pricing's still going to be in there. It's just people can't buy it because the checkout block is gone. So you need to just drop it back in there. So if you delete something out, if it's an important element like that, then you're always going to find that that block's in the system. It might take a little bit of time to find out where it is because you're not familiar with it. But all of the blocks that you do delete out, you're going to find them in these areas, right? They'll be under one of these. And
Okay.
you'll see them in there like contact. That's the dynamic contact form. So that's like on the contact form. So if I drop that in, I'd be adding a contact form into here. So,
Right.
and you can always delete them all out. So if you
Okay.
do delete something, realize that, and you can ask the question, like, so I accidentally deleted my checkout page, where is it? You know, and we'll then tell you that it's going to be under pricing, and then you're going to have your checkout page in the pricing sections. Yeah. So
Okay.
so understand that, and it's fine. So yeah, you can delete it out, and then and that's what I do. I never leave the curriculum on the sales page. I'd rather
Yeah.
style it out as nice blocks, you know.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much. That's helpful.
That's all right, Abby. Good to
Yeah.
see you.
Same here. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
That's all right. Hopefully I've helped
Yes.
everybody. Good.
Mhm.
I'm happy. Good. Right, I'm going to finish. It's now 5:21, so we're 21 minutes over, but I always like to finish all the questions coming through. So if I hold it up, normally it's supposed to be one question per person, right? But sometimes people get on a roll, and I get a little bit excited as well by the
Mm.
questions, you know. So I have to be careful. But anyway, have a good evening. I'll see you
And
soon.
you.
Abby, come
Thank
back next
you.
Thursday. Ask me lots of questions. Bring come back. Dan, come back. And
Right.
Garland, come back. See you guys later. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
Bye.